Hey guys, THUNDERSTUD here, and today we're finally getting to this absolutely massive archetype that I'm actually a little disappointed in, and that is Gagaga monsters. So there's other minor supports to them, and that's Zubaba, Go, and Do cards, which is what Utopic counts as everything. He's all four of those types of cards. During your main phase, you can special summon one of each of all four of those types of cards from your hand. So only two, since Duel Links only has 3 monster zones. But you also cannot special summon from your extra deck except xyzs monsters. No problem. You can only use that once per turn. So we're running 3 of this boy. He does work for this deck pretty well. And then we have Zubaba, Bancho, Gagaga Coat. So pretty weird monster. He's from a structure deck. So this is a mix of both structure deck and box cards at the same time. Pretty random. You would think that would be pretty powerful for the investment, but it is not at all, so be careful. But mostly this deck is using Gagaga monsters. So we have Gagaga Child. If you control a Gagaga monster other than him, you can special summon this card from your hand. When special summon this way, you can target one Gagaga monster you control with a different level than this card. This card's level becomes that level. Sounds fantastic, but you cannot conduct your battle phase the turn you activate this effect. Pretty unfortunate. Still a great card. You can special summon him out easy. You can copy a level. Super easy xyz summon. So then we have Gagaga's sister. She's also pretty core. She's actually very core. When this card is normal summon, you can add one Gagaga spell trap card from your deck to your hand. You can target one other Gagaga monster you control. The levels of that monster and this card become the combined current levels until the end phase, only once per turn. So what that means is if she's next to a level 4, she would combine their levels and they'd both become that. So 4 plus 2 would be 6. They would both be level 6s, and you would do a level 6 xyz summon, which would be something like Force Focus, which once per turn during either player's turn. Detach Material, target one level 5 or higher effect monster, its effects are negated. Pretty decent at 2800, obviously our strongest monster. So she's core because she's the entire reason this card's even a super rare. If you control a Gagaga monster, target one card on the field, destroy that target. There's X-Saber cards with better effects than this that are rare. The only reason it's a super rare is because it's searchable. So if you're trying to use this card, make sure you're using the card that can also search it, so you're using more than 3 copies, or it's pretty much garbage. Another spell trap she can search is Gagaga Academy Emergency Network. If your opponent controls a monster and you control no monsters, special summon one Gagaga monster from your deck. You cannot special summon any other monsters except by xyz summon during the turn you activate this card. So it sounds great. Special summoning from your deck sounds great, but it takes up a special summon. It's like you get one special summon per turn, so you're only doing one xyz summon. It does not work out well for this deck because you're trying to do more special summons. Like we said, Utopic can special summon, Utopic, however you want to say that. On Gagaga Coat, if you control a Zubaba or Gagaga monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, and you can target one Go or Do monster in your graveyard, special summon it. We don't have any of those monsters, so we're not doing that. But like I said, this is capable of more special summons, so it's just really not a great card in Network. We could maybe even slim down to 1, just run 2 Lance since it is searchable by Sister. But then lastly, we have xyz Block. When your opponent activates monster effects, detach 1 material, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. So that's pretty good because, I mean, you're going to have this out anyway. You're going to have your monsters out anyway. They're your win con. So you might as well pay just 1 material to negate an effect. It's pretty strong. But yeah, I was kind of disappointed in this deck. There's going to have to be a lot of optimizing, a lot of different ways to use maybe the structure deck card. If not, I'm severely disappointed. I'd rather get back to Teller Knights and things like that. So till then, hope you guys enjoy. Let me know what you're doing with this archetype to see success, and thanks for watching. Alright, here we are facing a regular Joey Wheeler. So I forgot to mention I'm using level duplication. That way, if you just normal summon your Gaga sister and special summon your Gagaga Coat, you can still do a level 4 of an xyzs, so you don't have to go straight to level 6, and you can still do the level 4 with her. So anyway, we're fighting an old school 6 samurai, doing an old dojo setup. Starts with a Shien, sets a power guardian, no back row. We get an xyzs block that's going to come through big. We normal summon sister, that brings bolt. Level dupe sister, like I just said. Then we bring Gagaga code out. That's an xyzs summon, wonderful animation for that, much better than synchro summoning. And I was impressed by synchro summonings when it was new. So Zubaba General, he equips the other Gagaga coat. We swing at that boy, takes 800, doesn't get destroyed because of Power of the Guardian. Now he plays a second Power of the Guardian, switches to defense mode. He thinks he's going to be safe, but we get another sister. Great top deck. We get 2 Gagaga bolts, and we have a monster effect counter. So we're going to bolt 1, he uses Fuma to stop it. Bolt 2 tries to use Shien to stop it. Now he's fallen for our trap. An xyzs block. We remove 1, our last counter from Zubaba General, and we get him to scoop. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing an Akiza, going second. So we're starting with 2 Gagaga codes. Now we have an xyzs block. We're fighting Predaplants. Searching a Clammy with the spell card, so this guy's full Predaplant. Brings out the Clammy alongside his Spino, uses the 2 of them into a Chimera Felicia, then sets 2 back row, calls it a turn. Here we start with Network, good top deck. We bring her out Child, level dupe the Child. Then we bring out Gagaga Coat, still get a level 4, all thanks to level dupe. We get this awesome animation for an xyzs summon, and we do summon a number monster in 39. That's Utopia. Can't attack into that, obviously, but our xyzs block is going to stop him. We're even going to stop this Spino. That's 1 piece of material. He tries to swing into us, tries to use his Chimera Felicia attack. We get rid of both our materials to destroy his Chimera Felicia. Now we're vulnerable. Anything could destroy us now. All it has to do is declare an attack on us. It's getting Refusion, which would bring his monster back next turn. So we have to win this turn. We search Sister. Sister's going to search Bolt. We hit enemy controller with the Bolt. That's fantastic. Now we can flip our boy back. Bring out our Gagaga Coat. Now, he needed this face up before we used Coat. If he had it face up before we used Coat, we would have had to guess a coin flip in order to use Coat. He changed it to it. That means we beat him on the quick draw. All we have to do is not try to use Sister. We don't need to. We have lethal already. As long as we don't interact with that card, we'll be just fine, and we swing for lethal. Great stuff, guys. Okay, here's Bronx Stone going first. See what he's got for us. We have Sister and 1 bolt already, so that'll be 2 bolts. We're going to use Utopic, special summon our Sister. Sister makes them both level 6. That's going to be Force Focus for the start. Then we can set up Forbidden Lance and move on with our turn. So now he sets a card. Normal summons Utopic. I normal summon Utopic. We use that Bolt to destroy that Warm Worm. And we had a nice casual lethal over a weak field. All thanks to Bolt being searchable. Or I guess not being searchable. We did top deck it. But we could have searched it with Sister. All that different stuff. Okay, here we are facing a Yami Yugi. Going second. Looks like 30 cards for our boys using a Charmer Mat. We're starting with both our networks. Not good. We have our Child though. I remember this random deck. So Watch Cat is going to bring out Chaos Distill, which any card sent to your graveyard is banished instead, whether it's from your deck, from your hand, from the field. It's all banished. We start with an xyzs block. I don't want to waste my Child because he didn't build a very threatening field. First turn, not really scared of it. He's doing another Watch Cat. Summons a Giant Rex. Remember, he can't attack you directly, but when he's banished, he gets to special summon, and now if he's destroyed, he won't go to the graveyard, he'll be banished, so he'll be special summoned again. Not too scary, but anyway, we use our network, summon Utopic, Then we get Gagaga's sister. She searches Bolt. We're going to use Bolt to destroy that middle back row because we don't know what it is. It's Dice It Up. Now this would normally send cards to your graveyard equal to what you roll, but obviously they go to the banish pile because of this continuous trap card he searched. Now we use Gagaga's sister's effect on Utopic. That makes them both level 6. That means we get Force Focus. Swing over his Giant Rex. That destroys it. Brings it right back in attack position. He shows his second Chaos Distill to make sure we don't just destroy one. Brings out a Maju. But he's going to get hit with our Forbidden Lance. Not quite high enough to stop our Force Focus. So he's in a tough position. We top deck another Gagaga Bolt. All we got to do is normal summon our child. Use the Bolt. Rex comes right back, but I say not so fast with the xyzs block. For 1 material, we stop him from coming back and hit him for a casual lethal at 2800. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here's a Seto Kaiba. New school Seto Kaiba. Using blue sleeve and matte. Trying to just be all cool. So he fails the Cup of Ace, giving us a ridiculously high hand, but just 2 cards we already had. Plus we top deck another card we already had, so the combo is going to be exactly the same. We may as well just have that starting hand. So we get our Zubaba, we get to special summon our sister through our Utopic. We also special summoned, I think, Gagaga Coat on his own effect, but we're able to dupe. We level dupe. That means we don't have to rely on the 6, we can make her a 4. Now with 3/4, we could go into a Delteros, which would be a 2500 and destroy 1 card for 1 material. But we're going for a lethal on a vulnerable field with Zubaba General, who gets up to 3500. And then we're just able to swing with Gagaga Coat. But let's say this was going to be a more complicated duel. We could have brought Delteros out in that instant. Would have been great. So I really do like level dupe because Gagaga's sister is just so important. And you still want access to that 4 pool. You don't want to just turn her into a 6 pool with whatever you're using. So it's just not enough sometimes. So Gagaga Bolt is required with sister. Network is not that good. I'd probably slim down. You probably don't need 3 of the xyzs counter trap either. Maybe make room for 3 Lance and your combos will go uninterrupted more often. Other than that, I'm not super crazy about it. It's going to take a lot more work to make it to where I'm happy with this archetype. But Teller Knights are still wild. There's still tons of other decks that are going to be heavily influenced by xyzs summoning. So stick around, guys, and thanks for watching.